What's up guys, it's Yappy. Today is day one of restoring my 50-year-old tiny pond in my backyard. As you can tell, we got some gloves on and we're gonna be getting down and dirty today. When they remodeled my house, they threw all the trash, a bunch of different stuff into the tiny pond. So today our job is going to be clean out the tiny pond, see if the tiny pond can hold water. If you watched the last video, you can tell that the tiny pond is in really bad shape. There's wood, there's a lizard, there's a big frog over here. A lot of the renovations got thrown in here, from trash to bottles. It is holding a little bit of water. Right here used to be a waterfall, but there's rope, there's some type of mat, there's some type of metal right there, all different types of wood and stuff, I guess torn away from the remodel. I know there's at least one frog in there and a ton of baby mosquitoes. There's just a ton of just wood, ball. There's so much random stuff out here. There is a liner.
That's a nice one.
That is a nice one.
But does it have a hole in it?
Yeah, there definitely could be a hole in the liner, but it does have a liner, so that's good. Step one, we found the liner. So this isn't gonna be an easy process by any means. Honestly, I think the tiny pond has good bones. It's a 50-year-old tiny pond, and we have plans to make it even bigger. So first step, see if it holds water. If it doesn't hold water, then we're gonna bring in the Mini X, dig it out, make this tiny pond a little bit bigger. So come into the garage, let me show you the tools and the gear that we're gonna be using today. So I went over to the old Home Depot and I got us a utility pump. Water pump. You basically hook up a water hose to that guy, plug this old extension cord into this puppy, you put your water hose right there, you dump it in, it gets all the water out, all the nasty stuff out. So as we clean out the pond, we're gonna be filling it up with water, cleaning out the nasty water, and then hopefully it'll hold water. So we're gonna be using this to get down to the bottom, see if there's even a liner, see what's at the bottom of the tiny pond. I have no idea how deep the actual tiny pond is, so let's get to it. Light bulb. It's like a floor mat, a welcome mat, old welcome mat. Metal frog. We have a baby bird bath. Down in here and in the old pump, we have two frogs laying on one another. I don't know. Another frog. That's a big frog. The filter is still in there. Like, that is the filter. It does have roly-polies and ants in it, but wood. I'm gonna pick up as much trash as I can, but I'm gonna make a little pile that is my absolute favorites and show you whenever I get done. We're cleaning out some of the rocks and we got a baby snake. Pretty sure he's non-venomous, but we'll find out. You never want to kill a non-venomous snake because they eat mice and insects and stuff, spiders and stuff like that. See you later, dude. He lives on. Hopefully we don't find any more. Is that it for you?
Yeah, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Gloves are off.
Gloves are off.
Gloves are off.
I'll definitely be using these for dishwashing. I will not be out here.
You don't like snakes?
No, I freaking hate them. And, they're so good. They're so good for mice and insects, and you know, they're just so good. Don't kill a non-venomous. First of all, don't even know if it's non-venomous. Second of all snakes are dead snakes to me.
There's probably so many baby snakes in this stuff, so. Kenzie is all-time camera girl now.
You will catch me zooming in from the deck.
I guess Frogman can stay.
Yeah.
This is a gnome riding a pig. I might have to keep that. Oh gosh.
I smell it from here.
Oh god.
Just don't breathe in through your nose.
Ooh, I can taste it. What do you do here? There's so much muck that I need to get in there with a shovel and scoop it out. If anybody knows a good pond guy, tell them to hit me up. I'll have to pay in Trident layers though. Oh my gosh, this is so gross. Oh, what is this? Oh, we got a light. We got,
Is that a snake?
I think I just picked up a snake. Ooh! No, it's not.
There's a frog!
Did you see it?
It was a frog. It
was a frog?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I came out here expecting a good time, you know? I thought this was gonna be fun. Actually, it is not. Like, I need to get some waders on and get like...
Go get your waders on.
No. I do have waders boots. I just want to say, we're lucky to be filming right now. For those of you that have paid attention to my Instagram and stuff, you know that broke my camera filming a video, sent it off. Just got it back 2 days ago. Kenzie just dropped it from about 8 foot up onto the ground. A few rocks, a few dirt. Luckily it's okay. Have no idea how, but she's working. So, change of plans. There's so much muck and stuff in the bottom of the pond. I'm gonna use these bins, fill it up, take it out, pour it in the creek, get all that nasty stuff out. But I don't want to step in the pond with the old Crocs, so we're gonna go with the old hip waders. Haven't put these on since duck season. All right. Ready to rock and roll. You know what this feels like? This feels like an episode of Dirty Jobs. I wish you guys could smell this, what I'm about to get myself into, because it's nasty. I think I'm in way over my head. Like way over my head. I think this is probably one of the dumbest videos I've ever attempted. I had to have a pond in my backyard. This is a lot more work than I expected. And it's a lot deeper than I expected as well. We just got 1 crate of muck. And I might have filled it up too much because I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up. I think it is a good point to get the pump out, get the water hose hooked up to it, plug it in, see if we can suck some of this water out, and then keep cleaning away at this muck and this trash and everything else that's in the bottom of this pond. And maybe, just maybe, by tomorrow we'll have this pond looking decent. I don't know. It's not looking hopeful. That's so bad. Somehow, some way, we have reached the bottom. And it's not bad, it's not half bad, but we have all this that we gotta clean out. And I'm pretty sure once we get this out, we're gonna take a water hose, spray it all down, empty it again, spray it all down. This is a horrible mistake. Horrible. But we're here now. I will say, it doesn't stink as bad anymore, somehow. Maybe I'm just used to it, but it doesn't stink as bad. All right, boys and girls, this is what it's looking like. It went from not really knowing what to do, not really having a plan, and kind of just getting overwhelmed and wanting to quit, to pushing through, persevering, and the pond is coming along pretty freaking good. At first it was pieces of wood, car mats, bags, bottles, pretty much anything you could think of was in there. But the pond is looking good. She is filling up right now. We pretty much took out all the base layer of the rocks, figured out where the liner ended, and then started scooping out all the dirt and all the nasty stuff. But so far, we got all the big rocks out. All that's left is gravel. Somehow we're gonna have to get all the gravel out, but right now I just wanna fill up the tiny pond and see at what level it'll hold the water and for how long. So I'm sure there's gotta be a leak somewhere in here, but for now, it's gonna have to do. So I guess we're just gonna wait, see how much water can get in here, empty it out, keep cleaning it, and I think we're gonna have to go into tomorrow. Good morning. It is day 2 of pond restoration in the backyard, the tiny pond. We worked really hard yesterday cleaning all of it out, cleaning all the gunk out. We filled the pond up with water to see if the liner is still good and if the tiny pond would hold water. It's holding water pretty good. We did lose about 4 inches of water overnight, which was kind of expected. I expected that I would wake up and this thing would be completely empty, but the water went from completely black, mucky, green, nasty to it just looks like a river in Georgia, honestly. But it's gotten to the point in the video where it's kind of getting repetitive and just tedious. So I'm gonna pick you guys back up when we get to an actual updating point, or if anything changes or the water starts to get clearer, or it gets to the point where we can actually put a fish in it. But right now, nice murky water. Somehow it's all moving. There's not much wind. I'm not sure how the water's moving. But either way, I'm very happy with the progress that we've had. The water is holding pretty good. The tiny pond is way deeper than I expected, and it's really got me excited. I'm glad that the liner is kind of holding water. I'm hoping that it won't lose more water than this, but we're at the point where it's kind of just tedious work. We're gonna drain this down, trying to clean out the muck, try to clean out the gravel, get all the nasty mud and different stuff out of there. Filling the tiny pond up with water, cleaning it out, draining it, filling it back up. So I'll put up a little time lapse of what we're doing, but I'll pick you guys back up whenever we got an actual update on the tiny pond. All right, so we just got back from Canada on a bear hunt, so I had to take a break from the whole pond renovation. So for the past week while I was gone, Kinsey actually got her hands dirty in the pond and emptied out some of that nasty gravel that was in the middle of the pond. Luckily, the same gravel that is under our little shed for the jet ski is the same gravel that was in the pond. So we just dumped that there. We plan on washing that off and cleaning it off, but we haven't got to that yet. As you can tell, there still is some gravel and some nasty mud in there. And eventually we're gonna get all those rocks and that nasty mud out of the pond. But 2 days ago, Kinsey had a birthday party. She wanted the pond to look as best as it could, and we got the water clean enough for Kinsey's birthday party, so that is good. The only thing is we do have a leak in the liner somewhere. The water is gonna hold to this point. If we wanted to turn on the waterfall, which happens to have a pump down there and a pump up there, the water wouldn't even get into those pumping systems to be able to pump up to the waterfall because there is a leak somewhere. The pump that we were using to drain the water, we actually turned it into a little mini fountain in the tiny pond. Look at this. We just took off the water hose and now it's a perfect little fountain. Honestly, I love the tiny pond the way it is, but like I said, if there's enough support on this video, I want to extend the tiny pond, make it as big as we can, get the pumps running so that way the waterfall will be in full effect, and of course, add some fish to the tiny pond. But look at her rip. She is just beautiful. Honestly, starting this project, I thought it was gonna be a lot easier than it was. But other than the waterfall not working, she looks pretty good. What do you think, kids?
Looks 10 times better.
Way better than it did before. And for those of you that have made it this far in the video and you don't remember how bad the tiny pond was, let's show a video of how gross and nasty it was. The pond is holding a little bit of nasty water. I know there's at least one frog in there and a ton of baby mosquitoes, but we even got a lizard over here, some trash. So yeah, the tiny pond has come a long freaking way and I'm so happy with it so far. I can't wait to put some fish in it. And like I said before, if there's enough support, we'll make sure to extend the tiny pond, get the waterfall going. I think a good goal of how big I want the tiny pond to be is be able to swim in there. Be able to add like turtles, big fish in the old backyard tiny pond. But honestly, the backyard porch area is coming together pretty good. We got the lights strung up all the way to the palm tree that we can cut on at night. We got the fireplace, outdoor rug. We have one chair because the other chair's broke and we haven't bought another one yet. And we got 2 tiki torches that are pretty awesome. I don't know, I'm super happy with the pond and how it's turned out. It was a lot more work than I expected, but it was a fun process. To see it finally just have clean water in it was a really fun process. So I hope there's enough support on this video where we can extend it and make it even better, but that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along in the backyard, cleaning out and restoring the tiny pond. Hopefully we can do it again. That's all for today's video. I love you guys, and as always, boop.
Wear the purple ones.
Your gloves are huge.
You have to wear the purple ones.
Why purple? These are tight, boy. They're like Brandon and Jake when they put their gloves on to go diving. For all the people that told me
to put gloves on.
Put gloves on.
Here they are.
Here they are, baby.